He's a college student by day and a hero by night. Bryce Harrisberger is not a typical 20-year-old. He's a full-time student at Berklee College of Music and a full-time emergency medical technician. And when he's not stroking the keys or banging the drums, he's hitting the road, saving lives as an EMT because at one point, they saved his.
It turned out to be salmonella poisoning. We luckily caught it right in time, but I had to be rushed to the emergency room because I really looked like I was dying.
Not just once, but twice.
I ended up calling my mom and ended up getting rushed to the hospital, and they realized it was a collapsed lung.
So in his eyes, he's paying it forward, and he's not slacking.
Full-time hours are technically 40 hours a week. Typically, I pick up anywhere between 60 and 70 hours a week.
You heard him right. 70 hours a week, on top of going to class, studying, and doing homework. So how does he do it?
I don't sleep. I wake up at 8 a.m., come to school by 9 a.m. I have school nonstop until 6 p.m. And then I usually hop straight to an overnight shift, which is 7 p.m. to 5 a.m.
That's 20 hours of work and school. And if you thought you were tired,
on an overnight, sometimes we get as much as 1 hour or 2 hours sleep.
Think again. And on top of it all, he still finds time for friends. Joshua Britt is Bryce's longtime friend and roommate. They have an apartment together in Brighton.
The reason that we moved out of our condo here and moved to Brighton was because he wanted to pay his own rent. So he told his parents, I want to pay my own rent. I'm going to be independent.
That's right. Bryce supports himself by choice.
Without Bryce in my life, I don't think I'd be where I'm at today. He's just amazing. He's just such a role model.
Natalie Florescu has been one of Bryce's partners from the beginning.
He's a good kid. And he's smart too. Like, the first time I think it was the first time we worked a 911 shift together, he was able to determine pulmonary versus cardiac chest pain.
And even though he studies music business marketing, Bryce says he just can't see himself giving up life as an EMT.
Regardless of what I do in the music business, if I do end up going into that full time, I will always at least volunteer as an EMT or do something in that field because at this point I could not give it up. It's just a part of me now.
And Bryce says he's saved 16 lives in just a year and a half. In Boston, Lauren Granada, WEBN News.